Hey everybody, the History Guy here. I was not intending on recording, but I'm having so much fun right now with my very first online match in the ACW 2.0 mod for Napoleon Total War that I had to just show you a little bit of it. I am playing as the Union, the attacking force in the Cornfield. I mostly have the left flank. And it's been going for about 20-25 minutes or so far. And apparently the guys I'm playing with, at least one of them knows who I am because he asked me first thing if I was a YouTuber. So I said, yeah, but I'm not recording. But now I am. So I just wanted to show you just a little bit of what it looks like when you play online. It's 2 versus 2. And it's been a pretty even match so far. I will say that the guy on this side that I'm facing as the Confederates did a good job of sneaking around my left flank without me recognizing it until the last second. And so good job with that. I was able to stabilize that and get over there and deal with it and kind of turn him back, and he rushed reinforcements over here. So for the most part, though, it's been a pretty even match so far. Joseph Hooker, the general for my ally to my right, was killed by artillery recently, and there's a little debate going on about that. I think it was done unintentionally, but apparently that is a taboo thing to do, to kill an enemy general with artillery. So I guess there are kind of rules to all this that I still need to learn myself. But we're kind of shooting it out right now, and things after about 20-25 minutes are still a pretty even match. So I'm having a lot of fun, and I will have to say that it actually runs much smoother in a multiplayer match than it did when I was doing this as a single-player match. So that's actually that's some good news. It really hasn't been choppy at all so far, and it's been a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to playing a whole lot more of these. I hope more people will get involved. So I just wanted to be able to see a little bit of it, what's going on here. The only thing I would say that's been difficult for me, and I think it's probably true for anybody, is there's so much to keep track of. I mean, you're controlling a lot of units on the field, and I almost wish that it would be broken down to maybe where you had one person controlling each brigade, and maybe you only had to deal with 5 or 6 units instead of having to deal with dozens, because it's just a lot to deal with, and it's so easy if your opponent is focusing on a different area than you are, that he can kind of get the jump on you, and that's what happened with me. I was focusing on my allies' attack over here on my right, and didn't really pay attention to the fact that over on my left I was getting flanked. So I guess that's just kind of part of the game and what you have to do. So I'm just trying to kind of hold my own over here on the left, making sure he doesn't break through. And so far so good. And I'm trying to exploit then things over here on the other side, and it looks like we're starting to break some of the Confederate units. So I'm going to let everybody know that I am recording this. But hey, it's a learning process for all of us. I think all of us are trying to figure out how this goes. So I honestly don't feel quite so overwhelmed from the standpoint that I feel like the opponents are vastly outmatching me. Though I'm sure they have more experience at this game than I do. I feel like I'm holding my own okay so far. But we'll see what happens in the long run. Like right now, looks like I'm being routed over here. So I spoke too soon. Yeah, it looks like he just kind of ran into me here. In the woods, it's kind of difficult to see where folks are. So I kind of hold down the space bar a little bit to kind of see where the action is. I'm actually going to shift this unit over here. And I think I've got some units back here too, because they were dealing with the Confederate force that had broken to my rear. So I'm going to send some reinforcements up this way to kind of shore up the line a little bit. Now we got to go back and look and see what's happening over here. Holding my own so far. Of course, this is the main line of attack at the moment. I'm going to try to press ahead. because it looks like some of his units are starting to break, and I think maybe I can get an advantage here. My artillery's all... I lined up all of my artillery in one spot right back here to kind of hit him in the center. And it seems to be working out okay so far. Get a kind of a bird's eye view for you if you're here for a second. We got the 9th Pennsylvania, the 1st Corps unit. I mean, as far as the counter goes there, it's still saying a pretty even match. These guys are starting to break. I gotta be careful here. Looks like I got 2 units overlapping each other a little bit. I gotta fix that. Who's running? Where? Alright, it's another unit back here. So my left flank's definitely a problem for me. I'm trying to break his center, though. Let's see what his units are looking like. 47 out of 50, 61. They haven't really lost that many over here. So I've really I gotta try and do better at dealing with him. I actually don't want these guys to go forward. I want them to stay where they are. So I'm going to keep moving forward on this side. I'm hoping I can put enough pressure on him on this side. Oh, well, who's breaking now? Hoping I can put enough pressure on him on this side that it can kind of relieve what's happening over on the left where I'm not doing so well. Okay, good. I did actually... He's fallen back. Excellent. Perfect. So this gives me a chance to kind of reform my line a little bit, because units are kind of getting scrambled, and I just got to straighten all that out. I'm coming up close to his artillery. I got to be cautious there. This is my real problem, though, because he's definitely got me outmanned, outgunned over here on this side. I need to try and pull back and straighten this line out a little bit. But this gives you a little bit of the view of the actual action, and like I said, I mean, honestly, I feel like it goes so much more smooth as far as the performance of my computer on this multiplayer mode. There's no lag, there's really no glitching at all. And what did I just do? I got to be careful here. I don't want to get flanked again. So I got to make sure I keep some units on that side. It's really hard. These woods are kind of a bear. I know there's a button to withdraw, and I don't remember what it is. And I need to look that up. But honestly, there's so much going on right now. All right, so he started pulling back, and now he has stopped. Yeah, I got a lot of problems over here on the left right now, and a lot of it stems from the fact that we're in the woods and I can't really see what's going on. I'm going to pull back, try to form a solid line, hook up with my center if I can. Although I'm kind of endangering my guys by turning. No, one of the things I've noticed is that definitely, when you think you've got your other units selected, you don't necessarily. There we go. So you always have to kind of double check that you're issuing orders to the unit you want to be issuing orders to. Doesn't always work out that way. There's General Meade. Let's get him a little further out of danger. Things are starting to go against me a little bit, especially on that left. Puts all the more pressure on things over here. But, I mean, it's being the attacker in the cornfield, the odds are against you from the beginning, so I gotta get these guys turned. No, not you. See, it always happens. I think I'm selecting one unit and I'm not. I guess I can't select those guys. Oh, that's not my unit, that's why. Trying to turn somebody else. So he's broken through completely on the left now. That was my danger spot from the beginning, and it's starting to fall apart on me. But it gives you a little sense of the gameplay. I'm actually going to come back in. I'll drop out of this one now, and maybe I'll do a little bit more of another battle now that I know it's going to go pretty well. Because this one, I think, is turning against me at this point. Well, I decided to stick with this one a little bit longer. Some interesting action happening. He has just charged me over here in the center. And Kershaw's brigade, 3rd South Carolina, is paying the price. I mean, we just unleashed a volley into them that just decimated his line. So it's all kind of devolved into hand-to-hand combat out here in the center. And I've broken that charge, but as you can see, he's also having some success as well. And he's definitely turned me back over on the left. Things not going so well there. It's just kind of a mass of confusion now. The units are all just bundled in together. It's all kinds of ugly. And I think that the end is going to be near here. Now I believe that one of the guys that was playing in this match has left because he crashed. But it's not looking good. Did okay over here on the right center, but I couldn't hold in the woods on my left, and that's kind of what did me in. I'm going to go ahead and press this a little bit best I can, because those units probably will reform at some point. And this just kind of goes to show you, how it was in battle, that, you could have one area of your army doing really well, and the whole thing is meaningless because the whole thing could be meaningless because of what happens in another area of the battlefield. Who was killed? General Jones. I believe he was killed in real life. I don't think it was at Antietam, but I do seem to recall that he was killed somewhere. I could be wrong about that. This is my real area of concern, but I don't know. It might not be over with yet. Main thing is I don't really know what's going on over here on my allies' front. What kind of shape he's in. So I'm going to shift some support over there. See if I can't help out a little bit. Keep the pressure up on these broken units. Oh, we got a battery right here. I guess at some point I probably need to move my guns up a little bit, but now they're still firing effectively back here. It doesn't even look like I've really lost any. Looks like all of my batteries are still intact. Excellent. Wish I could say the same for my infantry over here. And there's another general killed. Is that mine? Yep. Abner Doubleday. Oh man. The man who did not invent baseball. Killed at Antietam. Doubleday's one of those, I think, underrated commanders from the Civil War. He, I feel, was treated very badly in the aftermath of Gettysburg. I think he performed really well as a commander of the First Corps on the first day at Gettysburg, especially after Reynolds was killed. I feel like he did well for himself, and Oliver Howard, who I don't think very highly of, I think tried to make Doubleday a scapegoat to cover up his own second straight poor performance after he performed badly at Chancellorsville. Alright, so let's see what's happening. My units in the center are not doing so well anymore. See if we can't come over here and help things on this side. So largely we've broken the Confederates on my right and in the center, but not, unfortunately, over on my left. I'm going to keep pressing the attack here. See if I can maybe get around him a little bit. I wasn't planning on recording any of this, so I don't even know if my webcam's aligned properly or anything. I just got into playing this and was having so much fun with it and thought it was going pretty smoothly that I thought I'd show a little bit of it. And I let the guys know that I'm playing with it. I was doing that so they could all say hi. Alright, now who'd we kill? Lafayette McLaws has been killed. Interesting. Now he's somebody who did survive the war. Alright, you know what? Let's go ahead and move up. Put the pressure back on him a little bit. These guys got to turn a little bit to face the threat. And then I'll turn these guys this way a little bit. And maybe we'll catch him a little too far down in. Oh, here we go. Look at this. He's got a whole bunch of units that are shifting. Alright. I knew it was too good to be true over here on my left. And here I am shifting units over. And I shouldn't have. Alright, halt right there. These guys got to hurry up and get back over on this side. He's going to try to get around me again. Let's see what's happening in the center. I got a unit here that's down to just a 1/4 strength. We're going to move these guys up a little bit because they're not quite in range. What kind of guns are they using? Don't have really long range. Alright, it looks like my ally over there on the right can handle things from here. So I'm going to go ahead and shift my units back over to help what's happening in the center. Let's see who broke. Oh, it's these guys. My real problem's over here right now. Continues to be. And honestly, if I lose the battle, it'll be because of this. I know there's a button to withdraw, Control W, but I don't think it's been working. It's still things are basically showing as a draw, but it's hard to say. There's so few units left on the battlefield that are in any kind of decent strength. I think I just commanded my general over here. No, you stay put. That's one thing I'm still not kind of getting a good sense on, is when I have a unit controlled and when I don't. I keep issuing orders to units that I don't intend to issue orders to. So my artillery is still firing on him. Quite effectively, it seems. If I can get a little bit more help over here, and it looks like my ally is going to come help me as well. My left's still breaking though. Oh no, that's right here. No, it's in the woods. The woods is really where I lost this because I didn't hold a solid line on the left. I keep saying it, I know, but it's absolutely true. My whole left flank has collapsed. Run for your life. Whoever's left over there. Yeah. The left is doing me in big time. We broke the Confederate right. The Confederates broke... we broke the Confederate left. The Confederates broke our left. And now really this battle's going to come down to whether or not I've got enough troops left in the center to withstand what he's got left. So I got to start bringing them over. He's got one unit still in the field over here that I got to deal with. Yeah, this is not good, not good. He's going to come through those woods and turn my whole line back. And that'll be the end of it, I think. So let me drop out and we'll come back and we'll see what happens. So it's interesting to kind of see how the battlefield shifts. We're now kind of where we were attacking north to south. It's now kind of an east-west battle. These guys got to shift over here. As the lines have changed and gone in a completely different way. Man, if I could have just held on the left, we might have been in good shape. I'm going to pull these guys all the way back here, try to give them a chance to recover, and then get back into the battle. I'm going to get these guys up on the line. This is one of my biggest units that I have. Who is this? This is the 4th PA. They've lost about a third of their men. They're still in fairly good shape. I'm going to move up. I'm really not even in range for some of my units here. And I have a chance here to get some concentrated fire on a few of his units before he moves more up.
Our men are running, sir.
Yeah, it's been happening a lot. Especially in the woods. I want to get these guys as far away from the enemy as I can at the moment. Of course, my artillery is about to be in danger. But he doesn't seem to be paying too much attention to them so far. He's pulling back to the woods now, which makes sense. That's what he ought to do. Stand right in the edge of those woods where he is. I guess I have no choice but to pursue. I really don't want to. General Meade, you need to get back here. I'm surprised he's still alive.
Our men are running, sir.
Somehow General Meade's still alive, even though he's the only one in that little retinue there. Wow. Yeah, this is our last stand. This is where it's all going to go downhill, I think, is attacking this line in the woods. Here he comes. I have to turn and face him. Alright, I'm going to get all of my artillery. It looks like they're all already firing on this line, so I guess I don't really need to do anything as far as issuing orders. Just make sure everybody's in range of a target. These guys aren't. They must have weapons that aren't quite as good. So we're going to have to move up a little bit. Got to keep moving, keep the fire on them. Just take our chances, I guess. Come on, boys, rally. Got these other units that haven't quite rallied yet on either side. What do we got back here? I think I got my general. Heroic death! This noble general, General Meade, died, leading his forces in battle. Kinda. It was more about running to get behind the lines, but hey, I'll take it. Alright, we got the 7th PA, the 8th PA, and the 4th PA taking on, looks like Lawton's brigade, Law's brigade, Ripley's brigade. So a little kind of a smorgasbord of 3 different units here. Kind of recovered a few of my units from the woods. So that's one of the interesting things about this, is you can feel like it's all over and you're done for, and then some of your units can rally, and maybe you're not quite as done for as you thought you were. Now, the end result may still be the same, but I felt like this was over a while ago, and somehow I'm still hanging on a little longer than I thought I would. Let's get General Ricketts over here to inspire the troops at the front lines, because they need it. You can see that their little bars are going down here, but so are the Confederates. In fact, there goes the 44th Georgia breaking, and I think the 38th Georgia is not far behind. Now these guys back here are going to break, but that's what they were already doing, so... Okay, I just lost a unit in the center. Rally, rally! See if General Ricketts can rally these guys. He can inspire. We're going to try to inspire this unit here. I guess technically it should be a rally, not an inspire. But regardless, you can see the general effect right away. All these guys went up to green again. Of course, you endanger your general by doing that. And I think he's probably going to die sooner rather than later. Probably needed a general back here, too. Oh, here comes the Confederates. He's gonna... That's a smart attack. He's got these guys on the ropes, and he knows it. He's got the numbers. He's gonna push it. It's exactly what he should do. Come on, guys. You know what? I'm gonna get the get my artillery to try to see if I can do something about these guys up here. It's a little dangerous to fire so close to my own lines, but you got to do what you got to do. I feel like this one's probably got to be getting close to the end. Oh, he's got somebody. He got his own artillery sitting up here right in front of mine, which is kind of interesting, but I can see what it's doing. It's actually drawing the fire of my own artillery. Yeah, these guys are all but broken now. Not a lot of units left on the battlefield, still engaged in action. And the few that are left are starting to break on my side. So I think this one's that's about it. So we'll come back and see what the final tally looks like, but this battle's effectively over. Well, unfortunately, somehow I just got kicked out of the battle. I don't know what happened, so I didn't get to see how it ended up. This is the battle I was fighting here, the 2v2 in the Antietam Cornfield. So we'll come back and do another one start to finish now that I know that we can handle that, but I wanted to give you a chance to see a little bit of a multiplayer gameplay. Pretty cool, a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to doing a lot more of it. So thanks for watching, guys. Check out some of the other videos I've been doing on this mod as I get a little bit more into it. And if you want and you have the game Napoleon Total War, I highly recommend installing this mod and trying it out. I think you'll have a lot of fun with it. So thanks for watching, guys.